someone who loves a good plate of pasta, I can attest that the calorie count kind of runs through your mind before you eat it. So today we are giving you some great ideas for a lighter take on sauce. I am here with registered dietitian Paula Gallagher from Giant Eagle Market District, as well as Chef Tom Stevenson from the Cancer Support Community of Central Ohio. So thanks for having me here, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
So what is the lowdown really, Paula, on pre-made sauces? Because that's what people generally go to first.
Yeah, so pre-made sauces are very convenient, but there's a few things you want to watch out for. When you choose a sauce, you want to make sure it's less than 400 milligrams of sodium. So these ones are right around that 400 mark, and that's going to be your best bet. And if you're buying a pre-made sauce, you can always take some vegetables and add them right into that sauce and cook them down, and it'll help boost that nutrition without boosting the calories and the fat.
Right, make it a little heartier, kind of make it like a meal versus just a normal pasta dish.
Right.
So Chef Tom, you're going to kind of show us a great way to make your own homemade sauce that is a lighter version. So what are you making for us?
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to make you some basil pesto today. And so what we're doing is using some fresh basil, some pine nuts, 3 cloves of this nice fresh garlic, some lemon rind, some Parmesan cheese, and some pepper. We're not going to add salt today. What we're going to do is put that all in the food processor with a little bit of olive oil. Turn it on high speed for about 1.5 minutes and you're good to go, and this is what it looks like.
Now, Paula obviously told us that 400 milligrams of sodium, that's kind of the key mark. So when it comes to the pesto sauce, is that high in sodium or are you avoiding that?
It isn't actually. The only sodium that's added into this would be in the Parmesan cheese. We left salt out of the recipe and you won't even notice the difference.
Okay, and the other thing we should mention, Paula, some of these, and you can look, you want to find that key phrase, right?
Right, no salt added is what you're looking for. So if you are making your own red sauce, you can easily start with some diced tomatoes, some whole tomatoes that have absolutely no salt added. And then if you feel that it needs a little bit of sodium, I would rather have you add the sodium in than have it come from a can.
Okay, and the white sauce. This is kind of the thing, you know, you hear fettuccine Alfredo, boy does it taste good, but it's got some things in it you might want to avoid.
Yeah, so when you select a white sauce, you want to make sure that you're selecting the light variety, and what that's light in is the fat. So the saturated fat in Alfredo sauces and other white sauces can be really high, and that's actually linked to things like heart disease and high cholesterol. So you want to make sure that the light variety that you're selecting is lower in saturated fat, and that's a really great time when you're at the grocery store shelf. Compare a couple different products.
Okay, and Chef Tom, I love that you have this idea because this is a great way to kind of replace buying these heavy sauces. You're talking about just using some mushrooms.
Absolutely. Well, the French really kind of created how sauces are made, and typically you make a roux and you use heavy cream and use butter and flour and all those other things, and we know those, you know, can add up to calories. So one great way to do it is to take mushrooms and steep them in hot water and let them just kind of soak down and use that as your base for your sauce. You can also use everything from almond milk to 2% evaporated milk. All those kind of things make a huge difference in your calorie.
Yeah, definitely want to make a huge difference when it comes to those thick sauces. And the other thing, the base of all these pasta dishes, the pasta itself, you also need to kind of read the box, read the label,
Yes.
right?
So 1/3 cup of cooked pasta is going to be a serving. So kind of about the size of your fist, maybe a little bit smaller. Always trying to go for the whole wheat noodle if you can. I know there's some people that just don't like whole wheat noodles. There's also brands like this one where it has double the fiber. So it still has the same fiber content, but what we're not replacing in an enriched fiber product is the antioxidants. So we get those from our whole grain products. So if you can deal with the whole grain, pick the whole grain pastas over the white pastas.
So pre-made, obviously you just want to do your homework when it comes to the label. 400 milligrams is kind of the key you want to stick with. And then when it comes to the white sauce, Chef Tom, you're saying you might be better off making it yourself.
I'm saying you can make it yourself. It's really, really simple, and using fresh ingredients is the best way to go.
All right, I want to thank you both, of course, as always, for this great information.
Thank you so much.
Well, you'll want to check out our Cooking for Wellness recipes page. We got a lot of new ideas on there, nbc4i.com/daytime. And as always, be sure to visit Chef Stevenson and Paula. They're at the Kingsdale Giant Eagle Market District for their monthly cooking demo tomorrow night at 6:30.